We are Beechwood, a technology firm developing marketing solutions for law firms across the country. In this short video, I'm going to highlight our desktop website design and the technologies we've implemented into these sites. We've spent the last 2 years developing these templates for personal injury firms, criminal firms, family law firms, and business firms nationwide. We spent a lot of time and money investing in these to, number one, increase visibility for your firm, and number two, maximize conversion for the traffic that lands on your page. So let's go ahead and dive into this, and we can kind of highlight some of the different areas that we've looked at. Obviously, the first thing they see is a big mastheader here with a tagline that's relatable and allows them to know that they're in the right place. Houston Personal Injury Law Firm since 2004. They like to keep theirs simple. You can add more sales points here, more information if you'd like. This firm wanted simple, sleek, so we designed it in that way. Your menu options, very easy to navigate. Lets them see all of the areas that you potentially work in and navigate to contact us page or any areas that they'd like to see on the site. Easy call to action buttons all over the site is super important. I have another video about our mobile sites that are very strategically designed. Super important to have a very strong mobile presence. In particular, in the law space right now, we're seeing around 70% of all searches happening on the mobile device. But for the desktop, you also need to have these call to action buttons available. When a page freshly loads, a chat feature will drop down here. They can enter in. They can also enter into a live chat conversation here as well, and they can also here in the bottom right navigate to more chat. So anywhere on the page, they can chat and talk to somebody if that's the preferred method of communication. Also, if you have multilingual lawyers, really important to have options to translate the site. What we do for all of our law firms that have different languages that they speak is we actually build separate sites. So this is a parallel site design here that is built entirely in Spanish by a native Spanish speaker who also understands Spanish language. So we're not just directly translating via some translation technology. These are written. This is actually written by a native speaker who also understands legal language and your potential clients. So really quickly, they bounce back and forth really fast, really streamlined. Also, the security of our site, they all have SSL certificates. We host our sites on the fastest hosting. We use Google's Google Cloud servers. That also scores a lot more points in visibility and in rankings. And it's also incredibly secure and incredibly fast. All of our sites the page load speed is really important these days. So all of the code that we build in on the back end is extremely condensed, concise, and very clean. And this is really important for Google's robots when they scan your site to give you a user score. The code needs to be clean and well organized. And this is one of the biggest areas I see people failing at is their site on the front end might look good, but their code on the back end is jumbled and garbage and old school, and it's really affecting their rankings, and they may not even know it based upon the appearance of the site. So so that's just a few points here. Also, font size, font type, color scheme, and contrast. Really important for ranking now and will be even more in the future as Google is starting to take a look at people with visual impairments and how well a site can be navigated, can be moved through with someone who may have those issues. So having large, bold fonts, having particular font types, color schemes, and contrast, really important. All of our buttons I mean, this is just a nice look. They're all have visual design elements, as you can see. These little like bars shoot across when you hover over. This one kind of shoots around in a circle. So our site's very clean and well organized. This is really important for the law space as well. These selling points that we add into the site are strategically placed and designed in proper order for what people want to see. So this is results. In the personal injury space, people want to see results. They want to know that you've scored big settlements for their particular type of cases that they're bringing to you. So that's what we have here. We just have this scrolling feature of all of these different case studies. They can click in and see them all. And then, as we scroll down here, practice areas. So they want to make sure that the client knows that you operate in the area that they're looking for. So you don't lose a client based upon them not knowing whether or not you handle bicycle accidents, trucking accidents, whatever it may be. And then down here, just a 5-star rating, just reaffirmation that we are a 5-star firm. We have tons of high quality reviews, and you can see us on Google, Facebook, and Avo. And then a contact us page. So this is okay. They handle what I do. I've seen their testimonials. I've seen that they have high quality reviews. Let's go ahead and submit our case here. So this is a online submission case form. A few other sales points that we've added in here. Testimonials. So if that didn't sell them yet, they can drop down here and see more testimonials and actually read about people's experience with your firm. They can navigate by just scrolling side to side on this very sleek, clean design. That's very useful and powerful at converting cases from what we've seen. They can click to view all, or if this has sold them, they can click the contact us button. And then obviously we get down into the content. Our content is written by an in-house content writer who understands legal language and understands who your clients are. This is really important. The balance between professional legal language and also communicating in a way that seems inclusive and familiar and comfortable to your potential clients. So relatable is huge when it comes to written content. So that's how our homepage elements are designed to guide people through a process to eventually lead them to booking an appointment and contacting. There's all over this page. There's many layers and options for them to click to contact the firm, which is really important. And to have these key elements that sell your business, also really important. The next area I'd like to show you, I'm just going to highlight a few pages here. The attorneys page, I really like the design we've built here. These are just snippets about each attorney. They can click in and read more about each one, but it's really clean design. People like to know who they're dealing with, and who they'll be communicating with, and what their past history and successes may be. Really important to have. And then I'm going to show you this facts page is another really useful page that I like that we've implemented with all of our clients that really increase conversions as well. We see a lot of traffic and visitations into the fact page. This is answering most common questions that people have. And you can obviously open that up and see what the answers are. And then another thing I want to highlight here, really important, is this. Anywhere you navigate in the internal pages on our sites, you'll have this floating start your case today contact form. So if any element were to sell them, they can quickly just fill this out. It's always present. It's always available for them. Really important in that design. And then obviously, they can click on the contact us page and the phone number, address. They can contact through the different social channels. We have a few down here, more selling points on the contact us page so we don't lose them if they've forgotten how amazing you guys are. We have that element here. They can also view all testimonials there if they want to navigate back to that page. So that's some of the elements in our design. Again, we build out these templates and designs and spent the last few years developing them with tons of research, seeing how people navigate through the site. We have the capability to record every single visitor that lands on your site and actually see where their mouse scrolls, what they click on, how long they spend on each page. And we've captured a ton of data across many different marketplaces across the law firm space, and we know what they're looking for on your site and how to sell them, and that's how our sites are designed from the ground up. We hope to communicate with you in the future and work with you if web design is something that you're interested in. It is a technology that we offer. We offer many other different technologies in the marketing space for law firms. Lead generation technologies, geo-targeting lead generation, AdWords, SEO, review generation, all sorts of different tools and techniques you can use to really grow your firm. Web design is a foundation, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's giving you some valuable information that you can take and compare and contrast to your current design. All right, thank you so much for your time. Reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.